The deputized Proud Boy lard asses are in El Paso, Texas. As you may have heard, they are in full Gravy Seals cosplay. Meal Team 6, all right? Zero Dark 30 piece. They're out here, guys, and they're bravely defending El Pasoans from radical left Antifa terrorist construction workers. Bunch of air fryer bodied sons of bitches. They're out here. You're looking like a swarm of shitty Shrek pinatas. And I tend to think it's especially embarrassing seeing the Uncle Juan ICE agents, the Theo Toms of the world, the Morenazis. A brown ICE agent, right? It's like a pinata with a fetish for getting sodomized with a stick, which some people are into. You ever heard of anybody with that fetish, Tony?
Several. They I see them. They're in my they have a Facebook group.
Back to these Uncle Juan ICE agents. They're everywhere. They're in El Paso. One look at these, Raising Cane's Rangers, and I realized, Trump was right about one thing. The Department of Education has failed us because these motherfuckers can't pass an open book test, and ICE training manuals are only made in scratch and sniff format. They can't do a sit-up. They run out of breath mispronouncing Rodriguez. Like these Popeyes paratroopers, they couldn't pass an open book test if Kristi Noem spent $1 billion making the book smell like fucking banana bread pudding. These Heil hippos, they got hooked on hate instead of phonics, and that's why even that shitty Shrek pinata probably laps them in IQ. At least here in El Paso, they're raiding construction sites. These Mexicans are out here building houses. Well, these, Hitlerite hall monitors try to build the fucking Third Reich. Yesterday, all right, if I got any El Pasoans, I think I might. For the third time this week, one of these brown Uncle Juan ICE agents harassed the same group of construction workers. He probably got an anonymous tip, somebody tipped him off and said, hey, you got these guys down in Montana, and I think they're building a golden corral. You ought to get down there.
They must be Latinos because they're actually working.
Yeah. And this Larda just keeps going down there to see if the fucking golden corral is done. I look at this guy, a quesadilla Klansman, if I've ever seen one, with thickest Mexican accent you've ever heard in your life. And he was trying so fucking hard to sound white, because the construction workers just start clowning on him immediately. But that blackout curtain he's wearing as a mask can't cover up that giant fucking nopal on his face. He might as well be, like wearing a fucking flour tortilla on his face. I guarantee you those construction workers could smell the 3-day-old Chico's tacos, off his stank-ass breath. Oh, you're looking like a fucking pozole proud boy. It's the birria brown shirts, guys. Watch out! It's the Gordita Gestapo.
What's around his leg?
The taco holder.
He's trying to find a mate. A taco holder. I bet you $47 is fucking tamale Trumper. He never takes that fucking costume off, even while showering. Because there's like a 90% chance he'll just get immediately detained and deported by other ICE agents. Can't fucking risk it.
Do you think the lazy ones actually deport the other ICE agents? Go, hey, you got a Mexican accent. I'm going to deport you. They got some sort of deportation circle jerk going on.
A deportation circle jerk. Hey, buddy, You know we got a quota, buddy. All right.
I'll deport you. The next week you deport me, and then we'll just keep deporting each other.
A bunch of Uncle Juan alpha males deporting each other to climax. That's
You know these guys don't want to go to Home Depot because if they do, their wife's going to expect them to bring back something, and they don't feel like doing shit around the house. What do you mean you deported 3 guys and didn't bring back that bird feeder? Well, you know, it's deported. I said I wanted a bird feeder.
This is getting ridiculous, though, guys. Like, I personally think ICE agents should be. I mean, you've heard all the stories. I think ICE agents should be required to have, you know, a signed judicial warrant to enter Golden Corral. Like, you know, that leaked ICE memo says it can break in if there's probable carbs. Crazy. See what I just did there? I weaponized that pun, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a search warrant and a coupon. 2 for 1.
The lack of judicial warrants to enter Golden Corral is why they're all out here, you know, running around looking like a bunch of fucking Heil hamburger helpers. Because they ate all the Minecraft mac and cheese, you know, and it's going to be all Third Reich puns for the next 45 minutes. And what happens when they can't break in a Golden Corral? They start eating the migrants that live here. Look at these lard asses.
Yeah.
There was a report today by Ken Klippenstein, who's got like a bunch of sources inside DHS.
Yeah.
And I was very pleasantly surprised to hear that the morale is extremely shit among, you know, ICE agents right now. And he reported directly that it's because they actually do see a lot of this shit online and people just clowning on them all the fucking time. They know people hate their fucking guts.
You know, another thing that's really dropping morale, according to what I've been reading, you know, you look at those things they're wearing, those masks, and they're up in Minnesota, it's cold. So those masks are covered, if I may, I hope everybody's a little past dinner, they're covered with frozen snot. So it's dripping down into their mouths. So they're snot eating after Golden Corral, and you know, and they have upset tummies. Their tummies are upset.
Hey, but on the other hand, you got like a banana bread pudding popsicle, you know, built into the mask.
You can go lick Kristi's face and get yourself a little dessert.
Then you've got the speaking of soy boys, you got the biggest, but that's the fucking phrase they love, soy boy. You got the biggest fucking soy boy of them all, Bovino. Who I had to do a double take for a second. Yeah, I had to do a double take because when I loaded these graphics so fast for a second here when I pulled it up, I thought it was one of the memes where they have shrunk him. No, he really is that size. That's incredible. That jacket does him no favors. Zach in the comment section says Bovino only agreed to join the Nazis because they threatened to deport the other half of him.
But
it's 2 Bovinos in a trench coat under there.
He looks like in that outfit he's getting ready to go flash a preschool.
Bovino's fans, you know, Trump swallowers, well, they're always in my comment section, you know, calling me a beta soy boy. And then they'll turn around and slurp the egg whites out of fucking Greg Bovino, you know, who looks like, you know, someone asked Joe Biden to draw Ren from Ren and Stimpy from memory.
Yes, absolutely.
He's gonna be in that reboot. Like, fuck.
He sounds like them too.
Yeah, like fuck.
His voice
If
goes along with
he
that.
really does. He actually does sound like a fucking Cartoon Network fucking character.
Well, so does Tom Homan.
Tom Homan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Well, you know how we'll get to the whole other, but you know how they're sending Tom Homan down there now Trump is sending Tom Homan down there because he's like, oh, Bovino is like a little like out there kind of guy, whatever the fuck. So we're gonna send Tom Homan in there, which is, make no mistake about it, it is an improvement in the sense that you're going from like 100% Hitlerite to like 99%.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I say this? By adding Tom Homan, adding him and putting him in, they've created an ad hominin attack.
Ooh.
Oh.
You're still on. They've been taken off. You're no longer part of the podcast.
Waka waka.
You know, Trump was saying that, you know, we're going to de-escalate a little bit. So he's sending Tom Homan down there. And I think my theory is that Trump's theory is that Tom Homan going down there, he couldn't escalate the situation even if he wanted to, because no one can understand what the fuck he's saying. It's just let me let somebody in from the lobby in here. It's just unintelligible fucking Tom Homan gargling noises. Like fucking Kava the Hutt sounding motherfucker. Tom Homan, the
50,000?
the 50,000. Yeah, the unmarked bills hoarders are Tom Homan. Son of a bitch.
The $50,000 man.
But my God, back to to fucking Bovino. Like fuck, if I'm soy, then beta bitch boy Bovino was born with fetal all the soy syndrome. Like the bro's mom was raw dogging lines of soy concentrate powder while pregnant. Like you tell me what is more soy than this Third Reich style, homoerotic grinder profile picture photo shoot he's got fucking going on here. Like if he was any deeper in the closet, he'd be making out with Benny Johnson.
I feel like the caption under that originally said "uncut dresses to the right." So,
look at him in his little SS jacket. Stands for super soy.
Yeah.
He needs the big jacket because he's the winter soider.
Yeah.
And to cover up the two Bovinos stacked on top of each other. They're under the trench coat that we talked about earlier.
Absolutely has to.
Fucking hilarious, right?
That's where that fire hydrant picture came from. It's him in his natural habitat pre-trench coat. And by the way, if you've ever wondered, why beta bitch boy Bovino rarely does TV interviews, I mean, you heard him this week. It's because he sounds like fucking Goofy was homeschooled in a fucking Cracker Barrel. Like I don't get it. How do all of these Hitlerite sons of bitches, they have the most for self-professed alpha males? Not that there's anything wrong with this, but they have the most effeminate soy voices by their own standards. All of them. Fucking, Stephen Miller with his Valley Girl accent. Like, the ICE agents on the ground have absolute immunity, and that's what my daddy said to me.
For sure.
Fucking horrible.
But no, yeah, Bovino was homeschooled in a Cracker Barrel, and the only textbook, sadly, was the kids' menu. He does sound. He does sound a little bit like Goofy mixed with Ren from Ren and Stimpy. The hundreds of U.S. citizens we detain are all domestic terrorists. If this country was a true meritocracy, this dude would be making a living installing truck nuts outside of Waffle House in Missouri.
And who knows if he has or has not.
You're from Missouri, Tony. Is that a pretty vibrant industry down there? Truck nut
It's a big
installation?
industry amongst the alpha males down there. I'd tell you my opinion. If I knew how to talk or read, I'd tell you what I read. Yeah, he does. He looks like a guy working at a Conoco station in Columbia, Missouri, going, "You want some oil? You need a look." we got quartz oil back here.
Fucking hard oil, hard Venezuelan oil.
We got some Larry the Cable Guy bootleg cassettes for sale.
Yeah.
I do agree with him on one thing, though, folks. There are consequences to calling our brave men and women of immigration and custard enforcement. There are consequences to calling them the Gestapo. All right. Yeah. And one of the I know, right? I can't get over the fucking Chuck Schumer glasses.
Yeah. Fucking haircut too.
You know, he looks like, this has been pointed out a few times. He looks like, if you have a friend who's like a cute lesbian, he looks like the lesbian girlfriend. Just saying.
Oh, God. I want to believe Trump made him take off the jacket for the conference. It was just too embarrassing. You guys heard the story of how Trump bought, I swear to God, this is true. Trump bought Marco Rubio and the couch fucker, J.D. Vance. He bought them dress shoes because he thought what they were wearing wasn't like professional enough. And he bought them like these 3 sizes too big clown shoes. You can Google this and you can see them wearing it. So when they go to meetings with Trump, they're wearing the shoes Daddy gave them. And for Bovino, I'm like, he just, like take the fucking trench coat off and put on the fucking bifocals.
Oh, they need to recreate the scene from Pretty Woman. Where Richard Gere is taking Julia Roberts shopping, with Trumpy taking his 2 boy toys shopping for shoes. Ooh, I like those.
But yeah, there are consequences to calling them the Gestapo. And one of those consequences, as we found out in the last day or two, is that these fire hydrant sized Nazi fucks get demoted. Shipped off to where the fuck is sending him El Centro. Fuck that. How about you ship his ass to El Cicot, El Salvador?
Yeah.
He got demoted, sadly. Like Gestapo, more like position eliminated. Am I right?
There's a song already about him leaving. I've heard the first few verses of it. Yeah. Bovino, he's leaving town. He's the guy who Trump said can't get down. Anyway, that's...
ICE has a $75 billion budget. They should pay you for that jingle.
They should.
Yeah, they should.
Like, hey, that one girl got paid like $5 million for that Dr. Pepper jingle she bullshitted on TikTok. Why not Tony?
Yeah.
That's right.
The sound of DHS.
And we all know Bovino songs go great with a little vino.
I still can't believe this little bitch boy got fucking blackballed from his job as from his job as regional manager of Gestapo Bell. Just Baja blasted Trump's asshole for nothing. This is what years of devoted Trump swallowing gets you. Demoted to fucking fluffer. They all have a matchstick under their ass right now. If I was Kristi Noem, at my bi-weekly taxidermist appointment, I'd be asking for an extra syringe or two, 47 cc's of fucking embalming fluid. Because Trump's about to throw her Texas Chainsaw Makeover looking ass under that fucking bus, and he's gonna do that while she tries to throw Stephen Miller's Valley Girl Voldemort sounding ass under the bus, while he tries to throw Bovino's fire hydrant sized ass under the bus. Ladies, you may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like.
Great.
It's only a matter of time. All of y'all are going to be under that fucking bus because the guy driving it has stage 47 dementia. And if I was one of those 8 Mind Couch manatees, that killed Alex over the weekend, I'd be asking that same taxidermist about a fucking payment plan on euthanasia. Because what's coming to you is way worse. Way worse. Like the second everybody talks about Trump pardoning people and stuff for committing crimes, which he will happily do. But the second that pardoning you becomes even mildly inconvenient, you are fucked. Like actually fucked.
It's going to be sad and funny both at the same time. Is at the end of his term, as every guy who ever joined ICE is begging for a pardon and realizes that the cost of pardon is $50,000 and they didn't really get a bonus after all.
He should have saved up. And I mean, look at how quickly, even JD Vance with the whole immunity thing, you already walked that back after all this shit. And
24 hours later, man.
Yeah, they will throw these assholes under the bus so fast. I have a theory that Trump is gonna die before finishing his term. And all these people waiting for just gonna be sitting there with their dick in their hands, waiting for a pardon. This guy's fucking dead. And even if it's let's say he dies and then JD Vance takes over, they're probably still gonna be there with their dick in their hands because JD Vance, he's got. I mean, I hope not, but I think from his perspective, he's got a whole career ahead of him. So, this line of fucking Hitlerites comes up. Hey, buddy, daddy died. Can you pardon me? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Your priorities have shifted. Not to mention, fucking state crimes and all. Like, those I cannot overstate how fucked they are. Even if it's not in the next, 3 years. Like, you cannot pardon state crimes. They're just fucked. There's no, especially Trump saying, what did he say last night? Like, I'm going to let the Minnesota BCA do an investigation. He's already fucking driven the tank over them and backed that shit up. Important note about all this, the Bovino demotion. Trisha Mick, loving Trump's nuggets from DHS. She came out and said that that Bovino is not being relieved of his duties. He's just, he's being encouraged to enjoy, a lengthy, well-deserved retirement, like the Honorable Colonel Lockjaw in One Battle After Another.
Oh, mommy!
This is the same shit they did to Mike Waltz after Signal Gate. I don't know if you remember that shit. He fucked up that whole thing. He almost got, a bunch of F-18 pilots killed. And then they, he became UN ambassador. Never heard from this fucker again. You know why? Because they waltzed him behind the barn and waltzed his ass. That's why. Trisha's just trying to help, Trump save face. They already revoked Pee Wee German's social media access. That's a fate worse than death in the Trump admin. To revoke you might as well get the chair if they're taking your fucking Twitter away. Literally cucked, stage 4 cucked.
Were we supposed to have a visit from Stephen Miller?
That was a surprise. I did not divulge that beforehand. If you wondered how that Vanity Fair interview happened, why would you go into hostile territory like that? Well, some journalists just have their charm, and I am one of those. He is coming on the show tonight in just a few seconds here, and all I had to do was promise to donate to his Locks of Love campaign. I'm gonna chop off half my hair. He's gonna get half of it. It's gonna be beautiful. So,
So sweet.
so a man Stephen Miller, a man who's got, his issues and somehow more issues with Greg Bovino than I do. Please welcome friend of the Antichrist, Stephen Miller, folks.
Hi there, Edwino. Happy New Year. How are y'all doing? Hope you're having a great year so far. And aren't things going great?
They were before this.
Oh, and by the way, my time here is being sponsored by the movie of the year. See it like on the biggest screen possible, Melania. Oh man, it's hot. She is so hot in it. You gotta see it on the biggest screen possible. You know that, Ed? You're gonna love it, man. It's even in Spanish, Espanol.
Hey, I heard they only sold one ticket for the movie. I heard they only sold one ticket for the movie down in El Centro. Is that who's down there jacking off to it? Pee Wee German?
Oh, it'll be great in El Centro, and that's just those left-wing lies, man. Oh no, it's a blockbuster. It sold more than Maverick. It sold more than, it's gonna be huge, man. Huge like Donald Trump's grapefruits.
Shit.
And by the way, Ed, can I say, your hair looks luscious tonight. I can't wait to get half of it thanks to this interview. It'll be so worth it. But don't tell Daddy I'm here, okay?
We won't.
Trumpy told me not to do this interview, but I want your hair.
Wait, why'd he do that? Why would he tell you not to come on? Is there some kind of trouble in paradise? Like you guys are, the girls are fighting? What's going on up there?
Well, Daddy just keeping a little bit bigger control over his people right now. Like he took away my guns.
What? He took your guns?
Yeah, after that gun accidentally went off in Minneapolis, he doesn't trust anyone around him with guns anymore. We kept trying to tell him, it wasn't the gun. It was a gun, but it's okay. I'm safe. But nope. Oh, was that someone? No. Yeah, so you just be a little more careful, like a true president should. Yeah.
Are there any other things in the Bill of Rights you're looking forward to giving up because the libtards are using them?
What's the Bill of Rights? Is that one of those left-wing creations saying, no, we are just being fair, Ed? You enjoy that construction site safety we provided you, don't you? When you walk by construction sites, you should thank my daddy, Donald Trump. We didn't raid them. We made them safer, man. Thank you, Donald. I am so much safer because there were zips around every theater where Melania was showing in the Phoenix area. We want to make sure moviegoers are safe this weekend.
Or wait, hold on. I think you didn't just spill the beans, did you? Is that what they're doing? They're rounding people up and they are deporting them into the movie theater to inflate the numbers for Melania. Holy shit.
Well, if they go to the movie, yes, then they get a reprieve.
But hey, what's going on with you and Kristi and Bovino? Why are you trying to throw Bovino and Kristi under the bus? I thought y'all got along pretty well.
Well, Ed, remember junior high?
I try not to.
If it's one thing I learned when I was getting my education, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and always be looking behind your back.
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Miller. Please give him a hand.
Go see Melania this weekend. It's going to be amazing. Hey, Ed, you want to go? We can see the movie, and then I can cut your hair personally. What do you say, man? What do you say?
There are some places even I won't go, so I'm down. The Melania movie is a sanctuary city. Nobody will
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. And hey, don't worry, Stephen. We won't tell Daddy you were here. Appreciate you being candid with us like that. But God, I fucking hate how much it seems like Like none of these Hitlerites will ever face consequences. But they will. Like I said this earlier, but just look at how J.D. Vance, how fast he threw these fuckers under the bus. Like he tried he tried to correct the absolute immunity comment in the most semantic weasel Charlie Kirk type bullshit I've ever heard. He literally said like, "Oh, well, I would never say something like that. That's ridiculous that they would have absolute immunity." Imagine these 8 fuckers at home looking at this shit like, "Oh wow, dude, we literally killed someone because you said we have absolute immunity."
Yeah.
Takes all the fun out of it.
You said, Daddy, you said we didn't have absolute immunity, Daddy. You lied, Daddy.
But they will get their day in court, out of court. This is why, a humble patriot working at DHS leaked the names of 4,500 of these fucking Krispy Kreme commandos.
Yeah.
And, this happened last week, and Silence of the Labs, Kristi Noem. She was out there saying that the leak puts agents' lives at risk, and she's right. Like I think putting ICE agents' lives at risk is ICE agents' job. Like these radical left Antifa libtards leaking this. What are they gonna do next? Like they force our federalized fudge boys to stand in front of weaponized vehicles. Like, force these FUPA Force 1 agents to, run on slippery surfaces, with all the grace of Pumbaa on ice. Causing them to accidentally discharge their gun and almost send their partner to meet Bambi's mom. It's happened multiple fucking times. But no, like ICE agents are rightfully, I think, terrified of people knowing where they live, because someone might show up at their house, in the middle of the night, kick down the door, and arrest them for possession of CP. Identifying public officials, by the way, perfectly legal. That's how it works in America. And if these fuckers don't like it, they can self-deport to Venezuela.
Yeah.
Like, Trump is president there too. You boys are gonna love it.
Yes.
It's pretty easy. You don't need to have their names leaked to find out who's working for ICE. All you have to do is canvass every Circle K and 7-Eleven in America and ask them, who was running the Slurpee machine last week? Are they still working here? If the answer is no, you go, who was it? They go, well, it was Bobby Jones. He's kind of a weird boy. He got hit in the head with a brick when he was a child, so we let him run the Slurpee machine. He ain't at work no more. That's who ICE is.
Yeah, just ask who was running the Gestapo Bell drive-through last week. By the way, that leaked list of ICE agents, by the way, been 100% verified to be real. We know it's real because it overlaps perfectly with the list of every Grindr account active inside Glendale Stadium on September 21st, 2025.
Oh.
I'm gonna let that one sit for a minute. The Kirkification is complete. This is why I'm one thought crime away from getting fucking black bagged on TikTok. Society's in collapse when the rules of engagement are stricter for comedians and federal law enforcement.
Yeah.
Like I get more warnings, for calling Charlie Kirk a Pez dispenser on TikTok than these Pillsbury Proud Boy pussies got for killing a guy. Like TikTok said, one more violation, pal, and you're out of here, and onto the ICE training academy. 3 violations, you become an ICE agent. Your triple XL Timo vest is waiting on the fucking porch. Go pick it up.
And Ed, isn't it ironic TikTok was freer when it was under Chinese hands?
Yeah. We long for the freedom of expression afforded to us by the Chinese Communist Party. That is wild, actually, but it's 100% true. This new guy came in immediately. You can't like say Epstein. All of my fucking eye shit got demonetized as if they paid me jack shit, by the way. It's like on average, those fuckers pay me like, or 5 months ago, they paid me like $200 a month. Now it's like fucking zero. Any video about ICE is getting like just nerfed. And then this dude comes in, the fucking whoever Ellison appointed as CEO, just super fucking transparent about it. Not even trying to like hide this shit. He's like, yup, if you use the term Zionist, that is hate speech, and you're gonna be banned, instantly. No talking about the genocide in Palestine. It's fucking crazy. Like, God, there's not even any fucking jokes here. But also remember that the reason, you remember why TikTok was gonna get banned in the first place under Biden. They passed the bill to ban TikTok because they felt too many young people were shitting on Israel for committing genocide. And they literally, just go on and they're like, yeah, this is a national security threat now. This shouldn't be used for a political agenda unless it's an American doing it.
And then, Ed, you also have the crap at CBS with 60 Minutes, the home of hard-hitting journalism. And I tuned in on Sunday hoping for a big thing about Minneapolis or something of substance. And they did old Hollywood segments for the entire hour.
Jeez. Also Ellison, right? That's also about fucking...
Yeah.
Fucking unreal. It's actually infuriating. Like, this motherfucker's just going to own everything.
Thank God we still have National Enquirer.
Yeah. and TMZ.
Yep. Yes.
I should have known better about the whole, community guidelines thing on TikTok. So it's just better if I just stick to my, conservative beliefs and just tell it how it is. Like, yeah, with the shooting, people went so hard in the paint to immediately, just so confidently declare what happened. And, just wait a goddamn minute for all the facts to come in. For all we know, this guy had a trans cousin twice removed. You don't know. You can't go blaming ICE. We don't even know what this guy's pronouns are yet.
Right.
I heard he had democracy in his system.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I heard he would vote by mail. He voted by mail. He listened to Bad Bunny. And God...
Yeah.
The libtar is going to look so fucking dumb when it comes out, he drinks kombucha. Just you wait.
Damn.
And chai.
He chugged
chai.
kombucha.
Yeah, chai, not soy. That's Greg Bovino's favorite drink.
Right.
But no, this guy, obviously, he was a domestic terrorist. You know how I know that? Because Donald Trump's asshole is my favorite food. That is what it means to be America first, folks. And none of my close friends, family, or anyone with a fucking shred of humanity is going to talk to me ever again. It's so fucking unjustifiable that even like the most ardent Trump swallower can't come up with two good talking points about it right after it happens. That's all it is. I just got to wait for fucking, Jesse Waters to tell me how this guy, was fucking weaponized his iPhone 12. Jesus. God. Every fucking time I get another strike on TikTok, y'all, I'm like, fuck. I wish I was a right-wing comic. It would be so much fucking easier. Just make some shit up, Like, that's the MAGA mindset. Just say shit. You
Yeah.
you don't even have to be funny. You just say some weird shit. All right, go on stage and say you cured your COVID with a sriracha enema. Like, tell these people you make your kids lick a doorknob before dropping them off at school to boost their immunity. I truly think it's pathetic seeing. I see this a lot. Like comedians, open micers turn thought leaders. Trying to grift, making right-wing content and shit, and just eating a giant shit sandwich, getting no traction. Because what do you mean? Like, just make some shit up. Like, the world is your unvaxxed oyster. You're talking to a bunch of inbred, illiterate perverts who think J6 was staged by the FBI. These people think Trump was working undercover to expose Jeffrey Epstein. Like, that's why he flew on Epstein Airlines 37 times. The first 36 were just to build rapport. It's classic Chris Hansen. You gotta groom the groomer. See how fucking easy that was? Like, I could write this shit all day. That's what these Trump troglodytes actually believe. And even then, like, you can't get any of these gullible ass Trump swallowers to give a shit about what you have to say. Like, look, let me give you a hand. All right, here's what I would do, performing in front of a MAGA crowd. All right. Look, there it is. I just wrote your entire fucking hour. You can keep that one. Like, God, you could go on Hannity tomorrow and perform that full hour. It will kill. Jesus Christ. God, literally, as we're talking here, I just saw this fucking pop up. Trump looking to invade Cuba now. He's looking to invade fucking Cuba now.
And make Marco Rubio the president.
Oh my God. It's going to be fucking weird when they start, like, appointing new cabinet positions in the future and, like, all right, we're having a Senate hearing today to confirm the president of Cuba. It's going to have all these fucking 12 countries. What the fuck? Invading fucking Cuba. Like, if he doesn't, taco out of that, which he will. But forget taco, all right? Like, this motherfucker's gone full tamale, all right? Tanned asshole makes America look embarrassing. Like, sundowning Donnie's out here. You saw him last week at fucking Davos. He's out there dropping 2-hour dimension horse dewormer fueled rants. Talking shit about windmills, confusing Greenland for Iceland. Yeah, he doesn't even know what fucking country he's trying to invade. He probably literally just woke up, had one of those mini strokes he's been having, and just in his brain something switched Iceland for Cuba because they both have C's in it or something. Like, this is what I've been trying to do the whole time. At one point during Davos, he told Pete Kegsbreath to bomb Narnia. This leak to Ken Klippenstein, he only backed off when Pete explained that's where Benny Johnson lives in Narnia, deep in the closet.
Deep.
Deep. And then he asked Kegsbreath if Santa's workshop has oil.
I don't know about oil. They have undocumented workers, a lot of short ones.
This guy, neck pussy Napoleon, embarrassed himself so bad, that Taco Bell, Caroline Levitt, she had to try and defend his sundowning ass on Twitter. Just saying some shit about how, like, no, the president was right because Iceland is green and Greenland has eyes. Like, the most 1984 Trump swallower shit you've ever heard in your life. It
I,
and then this fucker goes
Horrible.
home, stays up till 4 a.m. pulling a torta. The orange racist tweets again. Bob the bankruptcy builder. He's running an entire Mexican buffet at this point. Handing out enchiladas. Egomaniacal narcissists can't handle intelligence, logic, authority, decency, or accountability. Something for everybody, I think, at the Trump bullshit buffet. What do you want? An empanada, right? Extremely mentally paralyzed authoritarian, needs attention, demands applause.
yes. Yes.
God, this is why they call all of my jokes Duolingo for degenerates. Somebody left a comment on a video this week saying, I feel like my vocabulary grows so much watching your videos. It's great being able to express myself in words other than fuck these people. I learn new words here every day.
So Ed, Trumpy might be a
Acronyms are
little.
on point.
What's that, Paul?
But he might be a little Trumpy might be a little insecure because of his little taquito, just like one of those frozen food aisle taquitos, probably.
It's time, for Congress to invoke the 25th Amendment. When the president's gone full chimichanga, all right? Cheeto Hitler is mentally incompetent, clearly has absolutely no grasp of anything. Well, guys, it's been a tremendously pleasant evening. No, seriously, I had a lot of fucking fun. I think I know I needed this. It's been a stressful couple fucking weeks,